guys, it's your girl Nicole the Mystic coming back with a transmission / download. Okay guys, we gotta talk. So this video, you saw the title, it's exactly what it is. How not to get played by a tarot reader. So being a reader myself, I've had plenty of friends or even clients who have come to me for readings and they've been like, girl, I'm so glad I found you, or I'm so glad you're doing this reading for me because the last person who did this reading or did a reading for me, it was a nightmare. And I'm just like, don't even tell me, I already know. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about some key things that we need to be aware of when handling the spiritual realm of reading. So the first thing we need to touch on is just because someone is spiritual doesn't necessarily mean that they have integrity. Okay, there's a lot of spiritual individuals out there who have a lack of integrity. Spirituality is just about understanding a certain type of knowledge and understanding the world from a different view and a certain perspective. It doesn't necessarily mean that these individuals have integrity and that they have a high standard of morals and that they're going to operate in such a way. So let's just get that out of the way there, okay? Again, everyone who is spiritual does not have integrity, so we need to address that. Now, the second thing I've noticed, which tends to be a trend with lots of individuals who tend to not have some not so positive experiences with tarot readers, is they were approached by these readers. So that's something I want to kind of touch on the topic of. Being aware of these individuals that may be approaching you. Now, personally, and I'm not saying this is like spiritual code or whatever, but my personal spiritual code is I don't solicit my spiritual gifts to anyone. They are there, they are available, they are out there in the open. So if someone is seeking that from me, they know that I can offer those types of services and healing for them. A lot of times these individuals that don't operate in such a high level of integrity will go ahead and offer their services to you. So great scenario, and I'm not, we've heard a lot of different scenarios. Individuals will be out and about in a public place and someone will approach them. These not so up to par people will approach them and say, I see an energy on you, or I see an aura, or I see something about you. And they'll say, ooh, I can help you with that. If I can do a reading for you right now. Let me just, let me do this for you. And usually they, like I said, these people are also spiritual people. Now remember, there's two aspects to spirituality here. There's the light and there's the dark. I'm not saying that all these individuals are of dark energy. I'm just saying that a lot of these individuals operate from a place of low vibration. And so they will, read your energy, or they are very good at reading body language, and they'll see that you're carrying yourself in a certain way, where you may have a look of, what do they call it? Dissonance, cognizant dissonance, is that it? Or maybe it's reversed, where you're kind of looking as if you're just not there. Your mind is in a different place, or they can see the sadness on you, because these people, again, are very aware. Just because, just because they're not operating at a high level doesn't mean that they don't actually have these gifts. Some of these individuals do have these gifts, they just don't use them correctly. So they'll see your energy and they'll read that and they'll feel that, and so they'll know, that's the person to go towards. So that's the first red flag, is to be aware of anyone who's automatically trying to solicit their services to you without you asking them or you showing any interest at all. Now it's a different situation if you're in a group of people and you're all talking and you're hanging out and you guys start talking about spirituality and someone's like, well, I'm a reader, so if ever you want a reading or you need that, I can help you with that. That's a totally different scenario compared to an individual who singles you out at, whether it be a shopping mall or at a festival or wherever it may be, and they hone directly to you. A lot of times, like I said, what they'll try to do is instill fear energy into you right away. They'll be like, I see an aura on you, or I see something following you. If this individual is trying to install fear energy into you right away, that's a first red flag. That's a first red flag, because any true spiritual tarot reader who operates from a high level of integrity isn't going to try to instill fear energy, even if the spread itself, says like, oh, it's got a death card here, you got, a 3 of swords, you've got all types of you've got a 5 of cups, you got all these negative cards, They're not going to sit here and say, oh, you're just effed, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, hey, things aren't looking so well, but you always have the opportunity to change fate. And then they'll probably pull a few cards for you to show you how you can better the situation. Now, second red flag is, once you're dealing with these individuals who have a low vibration and a lack of integrity, they will usually, once they do this first reading for you, they'll let you know that they see something else. So they'll be like, oh, I think it's a curse, or it's gonna require multiple sessions. That's your second red flag right there. And they're gonna probably throw a number at you or a price tag that's gonna be pretty high. And it's probably gonna be cash only. Just saying. Because paper trails are not good for these type of individuals. So that's going to be your second red flag right away, is the fact that they're telling you that there's something that's on you and that only they can help you, or they know exactly how to do it and they can do it right away for you, but you're going to have to pay a large lump sum of money, or you're going to have to pay multiple installments. Ultimately, what they're trying to do is hook you in. And again, that's a low level vibration, because even when I deal with my clients and any individual, the point is not to keep them tethered or to keep them tied in so that they keep coming back. The whole point is to offer them healing so that they don't need to come back. I mean, if someone gets readings from me multiple times and they keep coming back, I honestly am going to get a little bit not weary, but a little bit, just kind of alarmed, because I'm going to be like, well, it seems like this individual is not learning from the lesson, or they're not taking the information that I'm giving them and implementing it properly. So that's going to be a second red flag. It's just, if this person is saying that they're going to have to continuously keep helping you. Personally, it reminds me a lot of religion, but I won't touch on that topic. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. But as far as religion, what they'll tell you, like, oh, you got to constantly keep coming back, or you got to keep getting refilled. And it's like, if you're not staying filled, you're not doing it properly. So if you're not, it's the same thing with spirituality. If you're not clearing your energy, then you're not really doing it properly. Like, you need to be clearing your energy. And not saying that once you become spiritual, everything is great. No, absolutely not. Life continues to bring its challenges. But you want to be clearing your energy. You want to be like moving forward. So if this person is trying to keep you tethered, or these people are trying to keep you tethered, that's a red flag in itself. Like, they're supposed to be helping you and giving you the cure, you know what I mean? And then, you're better. It's not about, it's almost like a pharmaceutical company, where they want to keep giving you the medication for the rest of your life, so you have to keep paying for it. Odd. Anyways, I honestly want to say the third flag is usually these individuals aren't very prosperous themselves. Not saying that, they need to be driving like a Mercedes, living in a big house. I mean, that might be a red flag too. But not necessarily, because spiritual people can be very wealthy as well. So do not think that someone who's spiritual can't drive a BMW or drive a Maserati or whatever it is, because being spiritual is about being blessed. So I'm not saying that, if they have a big house, be alarmed, or if they live in a shack, be alarmed, because you can be a spiritual reader and oracle and receive messages at any level. But I mean, if this person is walking around with, one flip-flop on and a purse with a broken strap, I'm gonna say be a little alarmed. It doesn't seem that they're very balanced, clearly. So just really use your discretion. And then most importantly, see how you feel. How do you feel interacting with this person? Do you feel tension? Do you feel like, ooh, this is not the way this is? Do you feel like this is not the direction in which your spirit is asking you to? And you'll know. You just have to really be true to yourself and really see how you feel. If you're feeling, like a call to your spirit and it's saying, yes, you should definitely sit with this person and have a reading, then definitely do that. But if you feel like, oh, this person looks a little sketchy, the way they're acting is a little sketchy, especially if they're trying to instill a feeling of impulsiveness, like you need to do it now, because if you don't, it may be too late. don't ever, the universe always works in divine timing. So don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, if I don't, get a reading with this person, or if I don't pay them this money now and have them remove this spell or this dark magic from me, that I'm gonna be, just SOL. Because it's not true. It's not true. At the end of the day, we're all have the capability to heal ourselves spiritually. Yes, it's awesome to be able to seek out people like myself, readers and healers and other individuals who can offer guidance for you. But ultimately, that guidance is within you as well. You have that intuition in yourself, and you're always able to tap into that. And spirit and divine and God, whatever you reference it as, it's the universe is always going to be willing to be there to tap into that with you. So once you just let spirit know, like, hey, I need that guidance, or I'm not sure, or I need a sign, it's going to come to you. It's just all about you being open enough to be able to receive that and accept that. So I just wanted to go ahead and touch on those topics because, I see and I've heard a lot of stories from individuals who've kind of been taken advantage of by some not so awesome people, is what I like to say, or people who do not operate in integrity and just, they're corrupt and just using their spiritual gifts for personal gain. And honestly, it sucks that they've done that to so many different people, but they're getting their karma. Trust me. That's usually probably why they have one sandal that's broken and a purse that has no strap, because they've done it to so many different people that the universe is not bringing abundance to them. It's taking abundance from them. So everything that they make, they usually lose it tenfold. So personally, I don't operate in that energy. My gifts are to be used for the highest level and to help ascend the individuals that I come in contact with and that I help along the journey of healing. And in return, I know that energy comes to me through other healers and through other shamans and other high priestesses who offer their services to me. And that's the way it should be, an evil give and take. What goes around comes back around. I'm a firm believer in that. So I hope this has helped you all, and I hope you all go and spread the message to those you know. And I do sympathize for those of you who do watch this video and may have had this situation happen to you, and I ask that you tap into the energy of Archangel Michael and ask him to bring protection to you and those you love in your house, in your home, as I do daily. And he will also help you tap into your intuition as well. So I'm sending you guys light, I'm sending you love, sending you positivity. Again, if you want to go ahead and continue to tap into these downloaded messages and transmissions that I always love to get from spirit and share with you guys, tap into it and follow me on Instagram at Urban Mystics, or you can follow me personally at NicoleTheMystic, just as it sounds, just as you see it. I'm looking forward to spreading light, expanding consciousness, and expanding positive vibes with you guys again and again, and I hope I will be seeing you soon. Like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. One love and peace.